Hello there, I have a game I want to show you today. This is Grimoire of Blanks, a new upcoming roguelike deck builder that is coming out, supposedly, on the 10th of November. So 2.5 months, it's practically right here already. Now the thing that is interesting about this game is that you're basically running two decks simultaneously. You have your cards that are half blank, and then you have a separate deck of words that you use to fill in the blanks, so each of your cards practically can do whatever you can make your words do. It's pretty nice. Oh, and it also naturally supports up to 4 people co-op, so that is very nice. Now, one thing that I want to mention, just for the devs right away, is that here in the unlocks, the game is supposedly tracking all your runs, but for whatever weird reason, it does not actually do that. Every time I do a run and go back to the main menu, it does not register as a full run. Don't know what's up with that, maybe take a look at that later. So here you see, you have 4 classes altogether, and each of these classes have 3 separate subclasses, each of which are playing ever so slightly differently enough to be worth it. So you can just play a 4-game co-op, I think, with 3 of the same class but different subclasses. And then there's the odd one out with a different class. I don't actually know. Haven't managed to get my friends together in one time zone to play a 4-player co-op. So you're gonna have to find that out yourself. So let's play a new game. I did do a couple rounds with the scribe. It's pretty basic, very draw heavy. Quite familiar if you play other deck builders. So today I'm gonna try the heretic, whose main gimmick is trading HP, then heal, recur, or cash out rupture. Okay, so kind of a blood mage situation going on here. Let's try it. We got 2 scenarios for Act 1. I always went for the stolen camp. Maybe actually this time, let's try the unsealed aquifer. I have absolutely no idea what is in here. Let's see. So, this is what the game looks like. I actually kinda like this low pixel art style. Reminds me of another co-op game called Crawl. It's pretty nice. So up here we're gonna see all the artifacts, as is usual in roguelike deck builders. So the heretic starts with Heretic's Blood Vial. Whenever you pay HP as a cost, heal 1 HP. I see. So maybe as long as we have cards and words that only cost 1, that's essentially free. Interesting. And you have a passive, Pain Harvest. Each time a spell costs you HP, gain 1 bonus Rupture power on top of the normal gain. And what is Rupture, you might ask? Risk blood for power, drag Gash and Volatile into Blood Pact, then cast the completed card on Run of Inkling, which is this thing right here. Yeah, and there's this neat little thing in this game. Here are the words. It's a little hard to see which one is which. Basically the rounded words are the effects, and the rectangular ones are modifiers. Some of them can also go into the condition slot. It's not always apparent. So the game says use the Gash effect with the Volatile. And then we get a completed card. But let me show you something. If you grab the card and shake it vigorously, you can shake the words right off. It's pretty funny. Now what does this do? Costs 3 health, okay. Cast a stronger effect, so whatever we put in here, on one target with a modifier. And we have a number right here. That is the base power of the card. So everything we put into it gets added on top of this. So you want Gash. Deal damage. Heals 30% of damage that and builds one Rupture stack. And if we right click we can see the embedded tooltips. Rupture is spent for bonus damage and healing. Alright. Quick question though. What if I were to shield myself before that? Kinda wanna see. So stronger usually means 50% increase. So I should be losing 3 health, gaining 15 shield. Then you just drag the card over to someone. Myself in this case. Okay, so it cost me 3. But because of the blood vial, I hit back 1. Okay. And now we are fully blocking this 4 damage attack. That's nice. And of course all the words that you use in a card go into the discard. So we have blood. And we have Gash. Blood does more damage, but Gash builds Rupture. So let's do that. And put the volatile modifier on it. Sacrifice 2, so that's gonna cost us 2 more health. But even greater value, you say. You can see all the math down here. If you hover over it. So 6 base. Plus 2 from the Gash. In 1 Rupture. Okay, so if I add volatile, that is plus 5. That's nice. Alright, so that's basically a tutorial fight, and after that, before the run proper starts, you get to pick one of your subclasses. And since this is the first time I play this, I don't have the third one unlocked. We can go Sanguine or Rodbound. So it's Sacrifice plus Heal, or Poison, looks like. Let's go with Sanguine, try to get a feel for it. So a snake, and another thing. I would appreciate having their names at least. Rotate aquifer lanes. Give them shield. Okay, so are you gonna switch places? Don't really see how that is relevant, but okay. Resist Tide. Give allies +1 damage on their next attack. Okay, looks like things are happening here. There weren't really any modifiers on the other map that I tried. So let's see what we get to work from here. That's a basic blood. You can only cast 3 spells per turn. Oh! This looks like a class ability. You can use it once per combat. The scribe has one that lets you redraw a single word. And it looks like the heretic has one. Pay 2 HP to recover the latest discarded word. Interesting. That is certainly one way to do it. We can start with the bloodletting, because it casts on all enemies. We could do a Gash. I don't know if that doubles up on the Rupture. We'll see. And the Rupture spends a Rupture. Add the amount spent to this spell's damage, then heal 1 for each. Okay, so with this, the Rupture stacks are basically the amount of HP you can get back. That's nice. Leeching is a condition card for poison, and as a modifier, it heals for each hit. Oh, for each hit you say. So that's something with the Blood Pact. Alright. So let's see one bloodletting here. Yep, and the Rupture counts for each enemy hit. Very nice. Okay. Ah, there's the Rupture, right here. Personal resource gained when a spell makes you damage yourself. Some effects add Rupture to their damage. The Rupture now spends it all and heals 1 per point spent. And it does not have a limit. So theoretically, you can go down to 1 HP and then gain all of it back. I wonder if you can kill yourself with HP cost. Most games don't let you do that. I don't know how it is with this one. So 5 Rupture would mean we would heal 5 from it, okay? Tell you what, let's do a blood. With sacrificial. That's very high blood damage. Whoa. Okay, why did that chain? I don't think I understand that. I don't know. There is nothing in the card that says it does that. Well, no matter. And so you are bleeding. That does basically nothing, just signifies that it's below half health. And there are some cards that need this condition. We might see that one later. So, if I Rupture, with Leeching, that should heal us. Oh, what's this? Infected Wound. Oh, this looks like a combo. Didn't know you can actually do that. That's extra nice. So Blood plus Venom applies to poison on hit. Okay, let's do it on the snake. And again, it hits multiple times. Alright, that was just the card. And the Rupture counts differently. Takes 2 poison damage. New poison stacks. Each tick lowers it by 20%. Okay, so you are dead. And I'm out of spells, so next turn. Okay, you did something to the tide, what is it? Shared Aquifer Pressure. At 3, a Crushing Wave removes all shield and deals 6 damage to every player. Oh, so that's your game, huh? Interesting. You're gonna hit me for 4. Do I have anything that gives block? Let's see. Nope. Okay, so you're gonna be high risk, high reward like that. I see. So maybe we start stockpiling Rupture. You can do it with this card modifier. Put it on here. And use a Gash for even more rupture. That's 4. It's basically gonna negate all the damage here. I don't get it. And let's say we do a blood again. Do we? Nah. Blood hex. Well, maybe that's just a visual effect, cause the end result is the same. I don't know. But now we don't have any effect words, so even though we have still one more spellcast remaining, there's nothing we can do unless we use this ability. Gain back the blood. And maybe if I use sacrificial, that should heal me back up, right? Yep. Okay, so the multi-hit looks to be just a gimmick of the heretic. It's the end numbers that count. I see. Same with these guys apparently. So now we're missing 4 health, but we have 12 rupture. So maybe we could kill this guy in a single hit. Let's see. Well, I don't have anything that doesn't cost me health. You're gonna apply drench. Attacks erode shield. Well, I don't have shield, but I kinda wanna keep my health up. So I'll just use a blood, I think. How much do I heal back? Card doesn't really say it, but 30%. So this costs 3, and we heal back 3. I'm kinda okay with that. Okay. And now we just gash. In most of these cards, you don't actually have to feed the modifier. Then it just becomes a basic hit. There we go. So after the end of every fight, you get to choose 1 card and 1 word. What do we get? Feeding Mark, Battle Law. These are basically powers in the other deck builder. But you can set the condition yourself. That's pretty dope. So whatever condition you put into this heals you for 1. But the only such thing that we have is poison. So we could passively heal from enemy poison. That's nice. We got Echo Script. That repeats if the target has condition. Or Mold Shell. Gain a shield and 1 satiation without using words. Oh, and it's a parasite resource. So it belongs to the other subclass, not ours. I wonder how you would use both of them at once. Hostile spell consumes up to 2 brood from its target, gains the same satiation, restores 1 missing HP. Okay, that's probably a little too complicated for a first run. Let's grab a feeding mark. Like the sound of that. And then choose a word. Another gash. Burrowing. That's brood. That's for the parasite one. Ah, so it's a slightly different color. I see. Well, none of these are really applicable, so skip it for gold. And now you see, we're gonna do a loop around, like in Ring of Pain. And we get to choose each of the steps, except these two ones. These are your bonfires, where you can heal or upgrade a card. I think these are in the right position. If you know what you're doing, you usually use this first one for an upgrade, and maybe the last one for a heal. Possibly. It's certainly different from always having a bonfire right before a boss. Kinda makes you want to think about what you do. So we can go for an event, a battle, or a shop right away. Let's go into a shop, see what is here. Oh, free rupture. Heal 2 after damaging a target. Now that might actually sound tricky. Because remember, we do that multi-hit with everything we do. So I have a feeling this actually heals more than it should. Or even leeching, I don't know. I think I should grab a miasma. It's basically just free damage to all enemies. Very nice. And also I really like that if you don't have enough gold to afford something, that just blacks out so you can't even click on it by accident. Scar script for free rupture after casting, that's nice. Infect Claws, just the basic card, but applies poison. Let's grab one of these. Alright. And then upgrade a card. You can see we have 2 options with each one. Direct script upgrades for a modifier. Or return a used word to hand. I think I want one of those. Because I do have one thing to say about that. But you kinda have to see it in action to really understand. So maybe use the feeding mark. And set it to return one used word. And then let's battle an elite. Those are obviously harder, but they will give, in addition to everything, one relic. Oh, that's a bunch. Wait a minute. Haha, it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I just clogged it with Master Splinter. Oh, that's nice. Sewer Discipline gives every ally +2 damage on its next attack. Then force every living turtle to strike. Okay, that's kinda rude. And you're already starting with permanent damage. Oh, and we got a modifier. Sometimes it happens with fights. Players receive 4 spell plays each turn. Enemies gain +2 power. Okay, so that's where the power comes from. And maybe to compensate, having to fight for 5 at a time, you get +1 spell. Okay. Applies weak for 1 turn. I should probably put it on one of the turtles, because they are gonna attack. I do have 1 bloodletting. Cast it on everyone. That pairs up very nicely with Gash, because it will heal off of every single hit. Let's do a Gash, that's gonna give us a lot of rupture. I think. Yep, 5 ruptures. We don't have nearly enough modifiers, I think. So this is the opposite problem of the scribe, where he has all the modifiers, but not enough action. Just some heavy damage. We can take out one of the turtles already. But maybe we focus on Master Splinter here. Because the more enemies I can hit, the more I can heal. And that just sounds nicer. Oh yeah. Okay, 10 poison. Oh, and the damage directly stacks with the number of stacks. That's nice. Deal 2 less damage while active. Okay, so that cancels out this. I see. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Yikes. And you're all gaining shields. Not a fan of that. But on the upside, we do have 22 Rupture. And here's the Rupture. You know what would be even funnier? If I had the bloodletting right now. That probably uses Rupture on every single one of them. Probably need leeching. So I need to set up this battle low here. So your poison ticking down is gonna heal us, probably. And this should return one word to hand. Returning the rot right away, okay. One thing I want to say about getting words back is that I really think there should be a different border to those. Because especially with the scribe, he has a starting artifact that interacts with words that you pull back from the discard. So I think those should be distinctive. Really, if I wasn't looking, I never would have guessed that it was rot that came back to me. Just a thought. So we're gonna take 26 damage this turn. That's not nice, even among friends. So we do need this Rupture. The real question is how we want to do that. I think I want Gash on the Infect card. With a Scar on one of these turtles, maybe. So maybe if you stay alive, that's gonna heal me a little more. Then a Rupture with leeching should probably do the hit. And it does the infected wound. Okay, I also wouldn't mind something, maybe in inventory or encyclopedia or something, about these combo attacks. Especially if you're gonna set it up for multiplayer. Because that is some abusable thing. So let's see how much we're gonna heal from this. Yeah, just as I thought. We are full. I like this. And we can even do this. Get poisoned, idiot. Now let's see what happens. Damaging rot heals. Okay, did that happen before they hit? Well, I did not see any healing. Oh, wait a minute. I thought it was the poison that set it up. Maybe it was the word itself. So we have to do the rot. To heal for one. Well, one way to find out. You're gonna buff again. How about you don't? Let's try this. I don't see the heal here. But you're dead. That's all that matters. And then maybe use a miasma, because that hits everyone. Use it with leeching, I think. Good enough. And maybe let's cap it off. With a parasitic blood pact. On you. Okay. Maybe it's an inherent quality of the cards themselves. Like this script and close is mainly used by the scribe. So maybe to do the multi-hit I have to use the red cards, which are from the heretic. Okay. Oh, and I did not reclaim an effect. Yeah, this feeding mark didn't work the way I thought it would. Looks like it only happens with the rot. And it didn't even work. And I can't even take a look at it. Ah, I see. Damaging condition. So the poison should definitely count for that. It just doesn't for some reason. I don't know. And we gain the Warlord's cap. 4 shield at the start of each combat. That's nice. We can avoid first turn hits. Corrupt word. Battle law. Some modifier is stronger, but costs HP. Yeah, I'm gonna figure this one out. Let's take this. And then maybe take a virulent for more poison. And then maybe do a regular battle. Don't want to take up too much of your time. You're gonna start buffing. You're gonna shield. Well, we can get through that shield, no problem. You have bleeding as a condition, which I don't actually know how to inflict. Because they do gain bleeding when they're below half, but that does not work by itself. Okay, return one used word. So we can have to use another before that. Oh, we can set up Virulent to be stronger. Or Leeching? Leeching costs 1 and gets +3. That's kind of a no-brainer in that case. So... get poisoned. Out of spells. Okay. Big hit incoming. Okay, but I am a little more confident that we can heal that back. So that is nice. We're keeping the Rupture for later. Do some infection. I still think this should definitely count as poison. And finally, a little gash on everyone. Okay, how much is the leeching now? Okay, this one also doesn't seem to work. And goodbye. Well, at least poison builds are always fun, no matter the game. Oh yeah, massive damage. Widespread makes a single target spell affect all enemies. Or shield. Actually I'm having a lot of fun with this self damage and self heal mechanic. We don't even need a shield here anymore. But I do need this. Oh, I could get a mold shell. Doesn't even use words. Sure, let's give that one a try. And then look for an event. The Ledger of Deaths. Your account is open. I can make a spell pay in advance. Return a credited word with interest, or close the book while it still lets you. So, make a spell pay in advance. Choose a card, its first placed word each turn is copied, leaving the original in hand. Oh, that's actually kinda nice. You can basically use one word twice. a word and 3 gold. Or nothing. Sure, let's see. Oh, it was random. I see. So we got a channel script with prep. Okay. Let's see another event. The wall is hungry, and I know its prices. Feed it a word to weaken what waits, or let me nail one spell safely to your book. So, erase one word. Enemies in the next fight start weakened. Or give anchor to a spell to make it unable to be removed, erased, or transformed by events. Interesting. So if you do one of these, then maybe with the negative events, you can just keep using that card, and then you're safe. That's nice. Oh, and the word was also random. I don't even remember what got taken from us. Oh well. If enemies in the next combat start weakened, can we maybe get away with not having a fight anymore? Let's go to the shop. Once per turn, when your spell kills an enemy, return one word from your discard pile to your hand. After taking damage from an enemy attack, deal 2 damage back to the attacker, or draw an additional word each turn. Well, obviously, need to do this. There we go. And then improve another card. Oh, more shell upgrades to accept a modifier. Let's do that, because I have more of those. Okay, another event. Goblin keeps ledgers too. Very official. You give word, I give pocket shiny. Or I scrape bad mark from card and toss you better word. Good deal probably. So gain a trinket. And one word is erased. Oh, and it tells you what it's gonna remove. I see. Gash for a raven statuette. Nah, kinda like my gashes. Choose a card, remove one trait, gain a word. Well, we only have that one card with a trait. That's the prep right here. Don't really want to lose that, so have to do this unfortunately. Oh, cheeky bastard. I have to do battles. I wonder if each of these had a limited number. So we got 3 events, 2 shops, and now it looks like there's nothing else left but battles and elites. Let's do an elite. What are you? Sealed golem. You want to shield? Okay then. Theoretically, would this heal? Let's get ourselves a little lower on health and then see. Oh, I see. So the resources do stack. And we don't heal from that. I see. Oh yeah, that would be nice, if there were more enemies. "12 damage incoming." Okay. And apply drenched. And then... Technically, sacrificial does damage, be interesting. So I use a gash. Bit sacrificial. That was the leech. Not sure about this one actually. Okay, so looks like he deals double damage whenever he's armored up. That's easy to get through. Rupture is all I have. Unfortunately. Okay, that's free rupture. Very good. So rupture with reaching for even more poison. Oh yeah. Nope. There's my virulent. So the first word is copied. Whichever you place first. So gash. Nice. And one more rot. And you're done. Thank you for coming. Ooh, when an enemy dies, heal 1 HP. Yes? We don't need words anymore. We don't need these anymore. And now it's time for the boss. Palimpsest Leviathan. So, what is it? Is it like an eel? Shaped like a king cobra? Kinda looks like it. Pretty neat. Applies drenched. Bet every player's next card hand. I don't want to play with wet cards. That's just trouble. Add a drain to every draw pile and permanently gain 2 damage per living player. Oh, so you're the group killer. I see. Well then. Let's start poisoning you, maybe. Incoming hits erode 1 additional shield. Aquifer currents can exploit this state. I see. So it is a combo attack for the monsters. Drain is... Ooh, remove 1 permanent damage gained by the Palimpsest Leviathan. So that's one way to keep it in check. That's nice. When all our cards are wet. Deals 25% less damage. Well, I can get around that. Use 1 rot. Then reclaim it. Then blood Packed it with drain, I think. Alright. One of these modifiers have to work with Corrupt Word. We just keep going until we find it. Rupture with Sacrificial. And free Rupture. Flood again. Okay. And this guy is practically a pushover. I do like that. So free rot in here. Okay, this works. Yeah, kinda looks like it works with the Corrupt Word. Just doesn't show up anywhere, because it's not supposed to be 10 shield. And now, no matter what we do, you are dead. Oh, you're unlucky bastard. You get to die on your turn. Alright, victory achieved. Now we go back to the main menu. And this is the weird little thing that I told you in the beginning. This does not technically count the run as over, because now we get to continue the demo and it just jumps us back to the last turn that we had. Pretty weird. But now you get to see him die again, so that's nice. So to properly return to the menu, we actually have to start a new run, and then confirm a new run, and then go back. And now we are properly back to the start. So this is Grimoire of Blanks. I think it's a neat little deck builder. Even as a single player experience, I imagine it's gonna be much more chaotic and much more fun in co-op. I'm going to have the link to the Steam page in the description if you want to go and play the demo for yourself, or wishlist it if you liked it, but let me know what you think. I hope you had a good time here, and I will be back with another game some other time. See you later.